How's it going, YouTube? Today we're going to be taking a look at the new Age of the Primes Transformers Armada Sideways. Oh my gosh, he looks so good. He's just a fantastic update, fantastic rendition of the character, and I'm so glad to have finally found one. Yeah. So the base robot himself is really cool. He does have a few pieces you have to put on right out of the box. Namely these exhausts, which are on 5mm ports, so we can also hold them as like batons. But yeah, those just plug into the sides here. They are hollow on the bottom, so yeah, it's what it is. And then you have to put the wheels on the back, and they're also just on 5mm ports. It's not the best way. I kind of wish they would have been pinned in, because when I'm transforming them, they tend to want to work themselves loose and come right off, so... yeah, it's not the best way of doing business, but I know why they did it. Yeah, he looks really good. Here he is compared to the original. So here is the original Armada Sideways. And yeah, he's a little bit worse for wear, but I also only have one of the heads, and it's not very good, so he does not want to stand up right now. There we go. So yeah, there he is with the original. About the same height, a little bit taller than the original. The head's more filled out, which is great. This guy's got this little cylinder head that's really weird, but you didn't want to use this head. You really just had this pushed in and, you know, using the little guys for the gimmick. So yeah. But yeah, he looks a lot better than the old one, for sure. He also comes with Mirror, and Mirror is really nice too. Obviously, he's Rook and Crosswise combined, and he's definitely more focused for this the other gimmick of him, where he's just two different heads that can combine to make Sideways either good or evil. Very clean on the back as well. And he's very clean because he does have removable parts for the separate mini-cons. They have little posts here as well, so you can use them as weapons. So you can just use these as weapons. This one has little holes here on the bottom for whatever purpose. Because I don't know if any of the blast effects have a post, a small post on them instead of a port. Yeah, so kind of weird, but oh well. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and take a look at him real quick because I want to cover his articulation before we switch him over to the two separate mini-cons and show that off. So, head, you know, you can use this joint here to kind of make him look up. You have Rook's head here on the front, which it's meh. I do wish I could have like hidden that away a bit better, but it's okay. It's whatever it is. The face sculpt is really nice though. He looks just like he did in the show. Nice silver, nice gold for the eyes. He has ball jointed shoulders and elbows, but he's got sideways elbow action. So cue Theo Adams, toy grind, sideways elbow action. You can kind of get a waist on him. This panel back here kind of hinders it, but you know, you can use that as a waist joint if you wanted. Ball jointed hips. So you can kick that far back and that far forward. You can also get full split. He also has ball jointed knees, so you get like the thigh swivel on the knee and a nice 90-degree bend. And then his ankles do go forward and back, mostly for the horns for the head modes. Yeah, so he looks pretty nice. Transforming him into the two separate mini-cons. You can take this panel, flip it down, and just pull them apart. Starting with crosswise, we're going to go ahead and spin the legs around and plug the arms on, just like so. And there is crosswise. And then for rook, we're going to go ahead and take these legs, plug them in where we pulled crosswise off, and then flip that head back, and there is rook. Now his arms are completely unarticulated, and then his legs are completely unarticulated. So, yeah, they're basically just static little guys. He can move his arms, he can move his knees back. That's about it. We'll set these guys back here so we can take a look at sideways, though. And oh my goodness, he looks so good. I like this darker purple that looks more animation accurate than what he did with the original toy. You can see it was like that lighter kind of reddish purple. Wasn't very accurate to the animation. But yeah, articulation. He's got a ball joint neck, and it's kind of tight on my copy. But yeah, he can go all the way around. He can look up. The handlebars kind of get in the way, so you can kind of move those out of the way, but he can look up that far. That's mostly due to transformation. With these handlebars back up. Shoulders go a full 360 out that far, and then he has bicep swivels. And then a huge upgrade from the original is he has elbows. He's got working elbows. And he also has wrist swivels. They're on ball joints, so they can swivel as well. He does have a waist joint. It's a little bit limited. You can get that far, but that's about all you need, though, really. I mean, it goes about full to the side, so... It is at a weird, kind of awkward molding, because, like, it goes downward like this. So, you know, for his waist to be, you know, perpendicular with, or parallel to the ground, it kind of looks like he's thrusting out a little bit. Hips. Hips are completely unhindered. You can go that far back, that far forward, even more if you get to the side. Sorry about that. My daughter hit her leg on the table. Anyway, yeah, so you can go that far forward, and then if you kind of pull it to the side, you can go even further. Yeah, he's got a lot of range there. And then out to the sides, you know, he's got the full splits and then some. It's faux ratcheted. You have the little detents, so it does click a little bit on this side. This side does not click for mine. I mean, it's like, I can feel it, but it doesn't, like, make any audible noise. Rotation at the thigh goes all the way around. And then his knees get a good 90-degree bend. Yeah. The original one didn't even have knees. And then ankle rockers. And swivels, if you are so inclined. There's an upgrade kit for better feet. These feet don't look great, but they're not the worst thing I've ever seen. Yeah. They could have done better, but at the price point, I'm kind of glad we got what we got. The swappable head gimmick's probably a bit better for me, personally, in my eyes, than just the feet being kind of ugly. Speaking of the swappable head gimmicks, one, we have the swappable faction symbol here, so he can be either an Autobot or Decepticon. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and make him into his Autobot double agent look. So we're going to pull this chest down. And a lot of people will, like I've seen, have been trying to put his head down like this, where the top is facing outward. Really what you want to do is move the handlebars all the way down. And then his face needs to be pointing directly into his chest. So you can see the back of his head here. And then that'll collapse perfectly right there. I've been seeing people like complaining about how his head doesn't, or how his chest doesn't collapse when you try to do swappable head gimmick, but they put his head like that, and so it won't collapse all the way like that. But if you put his face down into the chest with the back of the head facing outward, it collapses perfectly, and then you can plug the arms in. And there we have Headless sideways, ready to receive his first headmaster, which will be Rook. And so what we're going to do first is we're going to just go ahead and pop his legs off. And he's almost pretty much ready. It says to do it like that for the horns, so that's what we'll do. And then you just plug him into the little 5mm port on top. And there he is as an Autobot. And we'll go ahead and bring in, we'll bring in his hotshot. The only person who trusted him at the time. And wrongfully so. But yeah, so here's, this toy's not great. But yeah, here's hotshot. And with sideways. You see how that compares? Yeah. The only thing that changes here is the articulation for the head. You just have a slight swivel, and the junk in the back gets in the way. So now, when you're not using the other guy, you can always plug them into the back. So I would like to plug the head in like that, and then for crosswise back here, I like to just flip this head up. I'll take these legs here and plug it into that. Like that, so it's all kind of tucked up in here. Rotating these, and then just kind of tuck everything up into his backpack, like so. And that kind of hides the other guy away, so you're not having a little dude run away, running around. Because I don't know where they went in the the show, but they just never. The other one was never around. So yeah, I don't know where they would have gone. So that's my answer for that. They just tucked in right there. So yeah, that's the Autobot mode. And so we can go to the Decepticon mode. And so basically you just want to pull the chest forward so you can flip the panel around, put it back, and plug the legs in, pop this head off. And then we're going to take crosswise. We're going to take his arms off. We don't need those. And then twist his legs so that the hips, the outer side of the hip is facing out like that. So we're going to do that. And rotate the knee back like so. And there is his head mode. And we'll just plug that into the same spot. And there he is as a Decepticon. And then once again, like I showed, when I have these guys, this guy is going to have, it's going to be a bit of a mess, but let's see, how do I do it? Put this like back here like this. Kind of fold his arms up like that, and then just plug him in as well. Like so. So yeah, he's just hidden away back there as well. And we'll go ahead and pull in a Decepticon. Here is Wheeljack. So there he is compared to Wheeljack. Now he's a bit of a smaller Voyager. I do want to do one more quick size comparison though, because here he is with himself from Cybertron. This is the deluxe class figure, sold at a higher price point. Obviously it's not as complex transformation wise as this guy is without all the gimmicks, but you can see he's actually, at head level about the same. So this is a Voyager release and a deluxe release. We'll go ahead and show another quick Voyager, more of a typical Voyager release. So our typical size Voyager would be See, he's a little tall for a Voyager. We'll just go with our friend Grapple. So there he is compared to like a normal Voyager class figure. And weight-wise, he's on point. He's actually a little bit heavier than Grapple, I think. But the height and stature isn't there. So now we'll just go ahead and do transformation. And so we'll take off these guys and we'll set them to the side for now. And we'll start from here. So transforming him is fairly simple. If you've transformed the original one, it's just a few extra steps. So we'll bring his arms forward and flip his wrists in. Like so. And like so. And we'll rotate like that. Coming down here, we're going to go ahead and bring his legs forward so that we can bring this wheel down and make sure it's pushed all the way in. And bring this one out as well. And we'll rotate at that center point. Make sure it's kind of straight. Like so. Yeah, there we go. And then we'll bring the arms, we'll unplug them and bring them all the way back. Unlike the original toy, there is some pegs here. We'll just peg those together. And we'll leave that like that for now. We'll go ahead and get this. We'll unsnap it from that position and bring it like that. And then bring out the chest and rotate. First we'll rotate the head up and then back in like that. And then we'll bring this forward. And there's a tab here that'll tab into this wheel guard. And plug that in. Tuck this head in. And then this will plug into the chest as well. And so there's the chest done. Now the legs. The original had slider joints. This one, we're going to open this panel up, bring this foot out and around like so. And then this one we'll do the same thing, but we have an extra step. So we'll bring this out. And there's this piece right here. It's really hard to get out, but it's very, very tight on mine. This little clip you want out. And just fold that in like that. And then we're going to collapse the legs. Now we'll go collapse this one first because it's got this extra piece here. And close that up. And we'll bring that forward like so. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. Bring this up. Close that. And we'll kind of like finagle this in because it needs to tuck under a little tab, and then it's got to plug into the other foot as well. And I think I got it. Straighten everything out. And make sure that these two little tabs on this back wheel section are kind of resting inside those little grooves underneath there. And then finally, we're going to go ahead and take this tab here that's formed in the middle of the arms, and it's going to go into this slot right here. Just bring that down like so. And there he is in his motorcycle mode. And he looks good. He looks just like he did in the show. Seriously, this thing is fantastic. It's like it just like flew right off the screen. I'm also going to transform the original real quick. It's just going to be a little quick comparison as well. But yeah, like I said, though, it's a very similar transformation to the original with a few extra steps, and it's a bit more of a stable vehicle mode because everything does plug into nice and uniform and tight. There's no loose connections from age yet, so that also helps. Yeah, so here's the original next to him. And yeah, just night and day, really. It's funny though to me that these colors are kind of swapped. You have the purple on the bottom and the yellow on top versus the yellow on the bottom and the purple on top. Obviously the new one I think is more accurate. This guy was kind of a mess compared to the show. So yeah. So that's that. Oh, sorry. Anyway. Now a motorcycle needs a rider, right? So now we gotta get mirror back out. So we'll go ahead and take these parts off here. Just set those to the side. We'll use those in a minute. Kind of a lazy way of using them, but I'll show it anyway. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and bring these forward. Just basically getting him back into mirror mode. Bring that up. Plug them together. And there he is. So we're going to go ahead and get him into a seated position now. And his hands will go onto the handlebars. Like so. And like so. And then he just sits there. And there is mirror riding sideways. And then these, of course, we'll plug the legs on this side. And then we'll plug these arms, onto the other side. And they're just kind of side weapons, I guess. It was an afterthought. It, was talked about in the developing of this toy, but really it's just an afterthought. Another thing I like to do is I like to take these here and plug them on like that. He kind of has like back guns, or they stick out way too far though. So, yeah, he looks great. He's a great toy. I definitely recommend picking him up. He rolls very nicely. Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh. And because he's like kind of wide and he has this little shallow kickstand, he balances pretty well. So you don't have to worry about him falling over, and you can roll him around. So just all together, this is a great toy. It's a great motorcycle mode. It's really wide in the back, but he was like that in the show. So yeah, I definitely recommend picking this guy up. He's fantastic. He's popping up at Walmart. I know that's where I got mine, is at Walmart. Yeah, so I'm so glad to get this guy. I'm a huge Armada fan, character-wise. The show wasn't written well, but the characters were great. So, and then the designs were awesome. It just holds a lot of nostalgia for me, and having this guy finally in hand, he's fantastic. And the fact that he comes with his mini cons, is even better. So, thanks for watching, and until next time, till all are one.